Hello, video reviewers. I am back, your transgendered host, but we're taking a very different approach with today's video. One that's actually not really a review, but a comparison, I suppose. Comparing Moderoid, Dynazenon, and DX.Dynazenon from the anime SSSS.Dynazenon, which is a continuation of Gridman, the anime version, which I just recently rewatched. Holy crap, that was so good. But I want to do something different and compare the two to help give you, the buyer, a better look at these two together instead of separately. Comparing them head to head, well, can't even say head to head now, can you? But comparing them together, showing off the good, the bad, and the accessories. Because you can't really say ugly because, damn, these look good. But before I continue it, I'd actually like to give a shout out to two Twitch streamers. One of them is a family member by law, and the other one is a new friend who I'm assuming the stream that was my time today, I think it was like 5 or 6 hours long. I'm assuming that's going to be on their Twitch. So if you want to see me be slightly chaotic and also quiet at the same time, then maybe go check them out. Summer Tiger and Mari, the Hellchild 101. I'll put links in the description to both of them because, you know, just in case you want to watch some Twitch stuff. I personally don't really do Twitch or watch Twitch that much, but, you know, sometimes sitting down, watching someone can be fun, you know, spending time goofing off. And they're both pretty funny. In my opinion, anyway, but who knows if you value that opinion. But let's get into the dynazenons, which I'll probably just short it to Dyna, like each time I'll say Dyna, but this one can be Dyna M for Moderoid, and this one can be Dyna X, because DX, because if I said D, then people would probably go, D, you know? But before we actually continue them, before we take a look at them both, like, directly, let's take a look at their accessory count, because, oh boy. Okay, so this pile is a little bit unfair for the Moderoid, which is a model kit, by the way, so you're gonna have to build it yourself, because I have Dyna Soldier's arms here. There is storage. You just lift the guns up and you put them on these little pegs that are hidden under the guns. I don't do that because they just, every time. So even though these aren't really accessories, I thought I would just put them aside into the accessory pile if you have it combined. Oh, excuse me, sorry. So, yeah, these technically part form for the transformation, but they actually don't need to. I just say it's better to remove them for when you're doing humanoid mode, Dynazenon. If I remember correctly, because I haven't actually transformed this one in a while, these don't need to come off for Dynarex, but, you know, for this mode here, which is possibly the mode you're going to focus on displaying it, these will have to come off, so yeah, you might get lucky and yours might stay on, but mine were a struggle to stay on even when I folded the guns over them and pushed them in. It didn't work. So, that's a pair right there. You got a pair for Dyna Striker, which have to transform a little bit. Well, they have to come apart just so Dyna Striker can actually bend its elbows, but also to shrink the arms, which when we compare the two of them, you'll see what I mean. So there's also that. Another part that you'll have to 100% remove for transformation is Dynadiver's fin? It did control deck bridge. Yeah, this will have to come off too. This part though is when you're making Dynarex. This will hook onto Striker and hold him into place. But then we just get back, then we get down to the accessories that basically line up, except for the Moderoid coming with extra ones. Because I have the transformation hands on both of them, and unfortunately, the blade hand is a removable hand that does have posability, so, you know what, this is a decent sacrifice, but the problem is the Dyna X, well, the blades plug onto the transformation hands, which actually give the energy blade more posability options. So even though this gives the wrist more posable options, like dramatic blade in front of the face and stuff like that, it actually kind of weakens it because you can't rotate the red part. But yeah, that's the hands. You got your basic fists, which, oh, wow, those are some big boys, huh? Whoa. So, other than fists, you also got splayed open dramatic hands, which, looking at the pure yellow on the model kit, it kind of looks like the fingertips, these fingertips aren't actually, like, hollowed out a little bit. What I mean is like this, like where they have the laser ports, because Dynazenon can fire lasers basically from its fingers. Mostly the Striker does that, but yeah, they look nice, and these ones are smoothed out on top, weirdly enough. I just noticed that. These ones keep the blocky nature, but these ones kind of get smooth. I wonder if that's actually a thing Dynazenon can do in the anime. I don't know. But, yeah, that's the accessories. So, let's just get these all out of the way. Grab these hands as well. We'll keep these, because I'm going to need to shut it off. But, yeah. The hands are very easy to swap in and out, by the way. You just pop them out, pop these ones on. In the case of the Moderoid, the peg is attached to the hands. In the case of DX, they're, well, as you can tell by the fact that these have holes, you can tell what happens there. So, yeah. But then we get into the meat and potatoes, I guess would be an accurate way of just talking about this. And holy crap, the DX is big. That is something you're going to have to take into consideration. Size. Size doesn't necessarily matter, because sometimes the bigger they are, well, the harder they can fold, but, I mean, come on, it's Dynazenon. They got dragon claws on the back of their feet. I don't think falling over is going to be a problem. So both of these basically have the same features, it's just, the transformations are different. For one, DX can do a show-accurate transformation, and if I pull out Dynasoldier's arm, I just so I can actually grab the correct one for what I was about to do. Yeah, that's quite a big difference, ain't it? So yeah, oops. DX can actually do the transformation properly, like in the anime. This one can't, unfortunately. But this is something I do want to mention, because I was actually very worried about buying the DX, because a English review I watched, I think he was the only one at the time, who did the DX, he was like, oh, I almost threw this into a wall, it frustrated me that much. And, like, he complained about the waist connection. First of all, waist check on Moderoid. Not bad. DX. I don't want to throw any, like, shade or hate towards that guy, but, either your DX was damaged, or I got very lucky. And I'm hoping it might have been the damaged, because I really do hope that all the DXs are actually solid like this. Like, the only problem I have with my DX is the doors here can come open a little bit too easy, and they can slide off of Dynasoldier's arms a bit too easy as well. Like, that's the only problem I have. Like, everything else is decently solid. Like yeah, he wobbles and shakes, because, like, come on, he's basically a Megazord combiner, like Power Rangers and stuff. Because, I mean, I'm pretty sure that's basically what Gridman really is at heart. It's just a better Power Rangers. Oh, sorry. Sudden cough. I don't know what came over me. Alright, crappy jokes aside. There actually are some funny things I didn't notice with the DX while I'm not present on the Moderoid. Other than the fact that the Moderoid is yellow and this is gold. Something I noticed was the fact that this actually moves. Like, I just had it on display like that, and I was like, huh. And I just went on the Hobby Link Japan, and I was checking some images, like, oh, wait, my gem doesn't look like that. Oh. But, hopefully to avoid damage, though, because I do want to point this out, even though I'm probably going to review the DX as well, and possibly re-review the Moderoid and do a better attempt at that. When you're transforming, there's this little black bar here with the 2 holes in it. Hopefully you can see that clearly. If you're doing transformations, make sure you pull it forward and then move Dynasoldier and Wing and Striker in and out. So have it pulled and... So, like this. So you want to brace it and then pull it. Brace it and then let go. And, yeah, see? Like that. Perfectly solid. So, yeah. Something that I do kind of find funny is the fact that the wings look so much bigger on the Moderoid. But let's actually talk about them appearance-wise, other than just... Dad? So, yeah, Striker. Let's start with Striker. As you might notice from the bicep here, quite skinny. On the DX, not so skinny. That's because the Moderoid appears to have a more, like, actual humanoid appearance when combined into robot mode, due to the change that gets done to Striker. Dyna M overall has a more humanoid silhouette, kind of similar to... Was it Figuarts? Was it the Figuarts? I can't remember which company it was, but there was a non-combining Deca Robo and Magi King from 2 different seasons of Power Rangers, or Super Sentai in Japan. And they looked super humanoid, and I loved the look of them. Like, oh my god, I really wanted that Magi King. And they could pull off a lot of really cool poses. To me, the Moderoid kind of invokes that. Like, the wing is slightly higher up on the chest, making for, like, actual chest armor and giving him a waist. Even though you can't rotate the waist. While this one here gives more, like, actual Megazord combiner, which I don't actually have any... I don't have any good Megazords. I do have one, it's just old and English. And it was the time when they stopped doing Japanese Megazords, where they were, like, making their own English ones, and yeah, that wasn't that good. But I did mention the blades, and I'm holding one now. Hopefully I'm holding the correct one. I actually don't know. No, I'm not. Wait, which side do you plug it? Is it this side? Alright, I've never actually done this. Okay. Hey, got it. So this is what I meant by the blade hand on the DX is better. Because these are the transformation hands, so it's best to keep them on Striker at all times. Look at the blade possibility. You can get slightly straight up and pointing, directly out for puncturing, and completely down for daggers. This is a much better blade hand, and I do kind of wish Dyna M used this instead. But, oh, they look good. Also, paint. There's a little bit of paint there, which isn't present on any of the Moderoid hands. So, yeah, we can now get rid of the blades, because I finally showed off the blade thing. So, more humanoid, more old mecha, like old actual Megazord from when they were good, kinda. But more posable. The DX is the DX is posable, but the Moderoid can pose better. Like, they're straight out. Let's try doing straight out on the DX. Oh, I don't know when this is gonna get risky. Okay, so yeah, not that much. It does have that like little plate that sits in there. That's what's attached to the arm. So the model kit can pose better. So if you want to do stop motion epicness, then you might want to go with the model kit. But if you want something that looks imposing, intimidating, and beautiful right out of the box, and can do a show accurate transformation, and could also serve as cosplay props, which I'll talk about when I hopefully do the DX video, then DX. It really comes down to how you want to display it, because this looks incredible and imposing, and it can look absolutely incredible if you get Grid Knight. How much I paid to get the DXs was criminal. If I actually reveal how much I paid, people might kill me because of how much Grid Knight cost on eBay. So, I wanted to do this video as like a way to help inform you, the buyer, on what might be better. Do you want more humanoid looking with thinner proportions when combined, or do you want something that's show accurate as can be? Because there are details that differ between them both. The gem on the chest doesn't have the sliding thing and sits up more. This does, but I do have to admit the helmet on the DX looks meh, because it's like you can see the gaps, but like look at the helmet on that one. That's just so nice. And the posability can be a bit better on the legs with this one, such as thigh swivel. Kinda, that's just the ball joint. Well, DX doesn't. So hopefully this video comparing these two is actually of help to you. Hopefully you can make a decision. Do you want to try the... Sorry. Sorry, I've been talking a lot, so my throat's dry. Do you want to get the DX, which isn't as posable, but costs a lot? Going based off the Australian cost, $280 from Hubble in Japan, not counting shipping. $280, like $80, but you have to build this yourself. And yeah, so hopefully with this you can make an informed decision. Model DX. I hope to see you in the next video though, because I'm hopefully going to start getting back to posting now that I'm feeling a bit better in the head. Kinda. It's a bit up and down still. But hopefully I'll see you in the next video with maybe a Kyokai Senki marathon, because I liked Kyokai Senki. It was really good and the model kits are fun. But I'll see you next time, so enjoy.